Cool Inventions, where you vote to make or break an inventor's dream. With your hosts, Akos, the solutionist, and John Creemans, the doctor of shopology. Now, here's John and Akos.
All right, welcome back to My Cool Inventions. Almost feel like I'm on the Wheel of Fortune.
It's a piece of pie.
No, and he's not Vanna White. I can tell you, I know her personally. No, not even close. Get ready, we've got a great inventor. Yes, very much so. Hey, get ready. Let's talk a little bit about today's show, because for a lot of you that are joining us here on My Cool Inventions, we've been on radio and television now for over 6 years, and with both Akos and myself, and over $3 billion in sales, and the amount of time that we spend on television shopping channels, not just here in America, but around the world. We're trying to help out America's inventors with their inventive dreams. And I know a lot of you have watched our show. We've talked to thousands of inventors, and we've had guys and gals on that really are, trying to find solutions for everyday problems. And our inventor today, we're going to be talking to him in just a few moments, is a guy that literally is trying to solve all of life's problems and conflicts that you might have, whether it be in your life with your loved ones, or maybe the people that you work with as well. I mean, literally, a great step program called First Step. We'll talk about that in a moment, which is Giuseppe Del Giudice. I was going to say Del Giudice,
Awesome.
but I want to say Del Giudice.
Right? That's pretty close.
Better? Del Giudice.
Yeah.
Yes, Giuseppe Del Giudice.
Yeah.
Del Giudice.
Yeah.
You know what I have to do? I'll have to
I'll
speak it like this.
Yeah.
And I'll talk it like this. Well, Giuseppe, he's going to be coming up in a few short months. So Giuseppe Del Giudice is going to be coming up on the show, and I'll just keep talking like this.
That's right, but just there's certain hand things you don't want to do, so be careful.
Let's be honest, seriously. It may be early morning, but you could have brought me a pie.
I did.
No, I mean,
it's not here.
I can't eat that, for heaven's sakes. Okay, let's talk a little bit about first, and then we're going to bring Giuseppe on. Because this is going to be a very interesting show, and I think that for those of you that are always looking for great problem solution type products, he's found one in a whole different category than we normally have here on My Cool Inventions. And I want to remind you too that, remember, check out our stream. If you've already cut the cable, you can go to Roku TV. Just bring on and add to your channel lineup the Inventions and Gadgets channel. The Inventions and Gadgets channel on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV. So even on your smart TVs, you'll find it. If you have Amazon Prime, and who doesn't? You can actually put that on your smart TV as well, and you'll be able to watch all of our live streaming from the Inventions and Gadgets channel. Hey, by the way, yesterday we were talking about free samples of Stains Are Out. Ultra Stains Are Out. You know the Banana Man special? Yeah, as you know, Banana Man is our stain-fighting hero, and now he's trying to give away 5,000 samples of Stains Are Out. And right now we had a lot of people sign up yesterday, so just go to GetStainsAreOut.com. Here it is, GetStainsAreOut.com. Get Stains with a Z, GetStainsAreOut.com, and you get a free sample that we'll send you. Limited to availability. I mean, we've got 5,000 to give away, gang. A lot of people signing up yesterday. You get your chance. Go to GetStainsAreOut.com. GetStainsAreOut.com and get your free sample. Sign up right now. Just go to our website, GetStainsAreOut.com, and you'll be able to get it here as well. And just to remind you, too, if you want to be on our show, all you have to do is literally go to MyCoolInventions.com. You can hit the big blue button and submit your invention so that you can be on, like Giuseppe Del Giudice, who's joining us right now with First Step. So when you first saw it, I mean, I'm sure you thought, yeah, it's Friday. We're gonna determine your fate today. Are you going to be satisfied? Are you going to enjoy? Or are you going to feel guilty because you had revenge on somebody and then felt anger? Yeah, we're going to do it all. Let's welcome in Giuseppe, who's joined us today. Nice to have you. And I'm glad you're in Invention One Studios here, too. You came down from Michigan.
I did.
Just south of Detroit, joining us today on the show. So tell me a little bit about this. First Step, what's this all about?
Well, really, it's designed to help people not only look at what they're doing in their life, but also solving their own problem. It's like coaching in a box. Okay. So what it does, it takes you out of your head. It puts you into your life, so that way you can start making better choices. You can actually look at what you're actually doing versus just doing things automatically and asking, why am I doing this? So it's an objective way for you to look at your current situation and say, okay, am I getting what I'm getting, or I'm way off?
Yeah.
And it just says, hey, wait a minute, take a break. Let's take a look at it. run it through, so it doesn't place judgment. It doesn't say, hey, you're a good or bad person.
Yeah.
All it's saying is, here it is.
Because
Here's
mine
the
would say I'm
situation.
always a great person.
Well, there you go.
So basically, I mean, this is a wheel, and granted, it's a little large. This is not what you're going to get.
No.
But it's a great idea, so you can actually kind of see what we're talking about and get an idea to know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking here. You've got a wheel of everything: feedback, thought, feelings, actions.
So here's how it works. There's a start button right here. So you begin with a thought.
Okay.
Let's say a person's failed at diets before. That's their thought.
Okay.
And then they say, you know what? I'm annoyed about the whole thing. And they look around here. Oh, here's annoyed. And then what they do?
And I see a page 23 that
they
appears
go
right in
to
this
the
window
workbook.
here.
They go to the workbook on page 23. All the emotions. I know you can't see that very good. Are listed in order based on page.
All right.
And then they go to annoyance and they read about it, a full-blown example, and then there's suggested actions on how to get out of being annoyed.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So
let me hold that for a second. Let me
Yeah.
just show you guys so you can get a kind of a look at it, and then kind of get an idea as to what this is all about. But so then I would look up onto the page.
Yeah.
So you're using the wheel kind of to help you think through the problem,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I mean, maybe not give you the answer that you're looking for, or telling us if you don't do it our way, then you're wrong.
Oh, right.
But it's kind of a self-learning process, right?
Yes.
So,
Exactly.
and that's all part of the booklet you get with this. So what makes you an expert in this? I mean, give me your background. Why would somebody might be watching the show or listening on radio today? Why would they go, okay, yeah, I want to do whatever Giuseppe tells me?
Well, I don't know about everything about that. I mean, you're putting in that position.
No, I won't now because you didn't bring me any pie or anything. I mean,
I've been doing it I've been using the process in pieces in about 20 years.
Okay.
Myself.
Yeah.
I've been using it on myself. So over the years, I've picked up different pieces to actually assemble this wheel. So this is generation 18.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it's not the only. This is not the first one, and it won't be the last one. We're in the process of making some good changes on this, but
that's good.
But here's the thing. So when I had a total fitness business, I used personal development to help people through the weight and the health and wellness side of that.
Okay.
So I would help them kind of in their heads, kind of, okay, before we even get into the program, why are you here? What can I do to help you? And so we really start talking about what their real main issue was. So I was using it with them in pieces.
Okay.
And then I thought, there's something to this. Even though I use health and wellness to execute my personal development ideas, I thought, you know what? This is what the heart of my whole company was about. This is what I really want to do. So I stopped doing personal training after 24 years, and I thought, I'm going to do this because this was at the heart of my company in the first place.
Well, there are a lot of people that, they go through life and whether they're having interactions with people that they work with or their life, the people they run into in the street or wherever, love life, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of people that don't really know what to do with certain emotions or how to go out about it or even figure it out. I mean, you were at Impex recently.
Yeah, that's right.
The Impex is, good. The Impex show that Inventor puts on every year, and whether it be in Monroeville, this year was downtown Pittsburgh, and I love Pittsburgh, absolutely love that town. And I know that Giuseppe met Bonnie, and she said we got to have him on, and I said, well, we met Giuseppe before. This is a little while ago, but his invention has gotten better, and he's refined it even more. And you actually won an award, right?
I know. I one of my clients came with me to the invention. Mm-hmm. And I said, Kevin, why don't we go to the award ceremony?
Let's put it on here so I'll take a look at it. Okay.
And so we went and they started saying my name. And I thought, what? Wait a minute.
That's cool.
What the? And the gal said, man, I should know how to say this person's name. I'm Italian.
That's very cool. I like that. I mean, you get an award for your idea, an award of excellence, which it's a award of merit. And I think if I'm not mistaken, you have a picture here.
Yep, and I have
and then take a look at this too, because we know these guys. Matter of fact, I've had Howard Lim on the show. He's a marketing expert. I mean, just brilliant. That's Howard right there. And there's just Giuseppe right there. Del Giudice. And there you've got Howard Lim. And Howard actually is a good guy. He's helped market and create marketing for Apple, for some big manufacturers. I mean, the guy's just a brilliant individual. So you had a chance to meet him, and that's a very cool thing as well. What I want to do, and I want to hear your pitch.
Okay.
I'll give you a minute. Now, I know you've been here and you're already on with me, but you're going to you gave the audience a 1 minute pitch.
Okay.
Okay, you like your pitch and just make sure it's a good one. because I'm going to be in here, and then if not, I'm going to hit you over the head with your wheel. So
I'll be annoyed.
So here's what yes, and I'll be like
excited.
I'll be in joyful expectation. So what I'm going to do right now is you're going to give him 1 minute to pitch,
okay,
and then you're going to get a chance to vote. You just go to our website at mycoolinventions.com. You hit the vote tab, or if you're watching the stream, the vote's right down below us here as well. So are you ready?
Yep.
All right, guys, let's pull the trigger and do this.
You got any ideas?
I have a great idea.
Pitch it to me. Pitch it to me.
Hey, I got an idea. Well, let's hear it.
All right, so what does the first step do and how does it work? Well, first thing it does, it helps you get you out of your head and into your life so that way you can make better decisions, feel better about yourself in your own home, reducing stress and anxiety, and that way you can start living that life you wanted to do. So in the end, you end up making better choices and helping yourself make a difference in your own life by having a coach in a box.
You got like 30 seconds.
And there you go.
No, you got to keep going.
Oh,
how am I going to get it? What am I going to do with it?
Oh, so, okay, yeah, that's right. So you can go on my website. It's realpotentialtoday.com. It's the very first tab. You can read about it. There's a video on there you can watch. And you can stream over. It's $19.95. And, yeah, it's definitely worth looking at too. Even if you're maybe getting it for someone or yourself. It's very, very good. Thank you.
Make or break an inventor. Be our shark and vote. Be bold and submit your product. What the heck? You could only make millions.
All right, so now that you've heard the pitch, here's what I want you to do. Go to our website, mycoolinventions.com. Give Giuseppe a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on what you think about his invention. When we come back from the break, we're going to talk more about it. I'm going to help him out here a little bit. All right, welcome back to My Cool Inventions. The doctor, myself, John Creeman's in today. Glad to have you along as we continue forth celebrating America's inventors. And today we have an American inventor from Michigan. Giuseppe's joined us today with his First Step program. We just heard his pitch, and I want you to vote. Go to our website, mycoolinventions.com. Vote there as well. Okay, so Giuseppe, we're going to have to talk about your pitch.
Okay.
Because it went like 25 seconds. And then I wasn't sure whether I could run out of the studio at that point. I had no idea. I mean, even though you may have given me a website as I coaxed you along. But I think this is what people are saying. Even Dale Burris is joining us, and he's not sure. He's kind of confused on really what it actually is. So let's do this. Let's solve the confusion right now.
Yeah, perfect.
And here's what I would do. And a pitch like this, and I think this is good for any of you that have any kind of invention. It doesn't really matter. Is basically when you sell something or someone invention, they all have the same formula. They really do. It just depends on the examples you use and the features and benefits you use. Right. So you start out your pitch, and then we were talking about this during the break. You start out with something that your audience, the people either watching or hearing or the person you're talking to, can envision themselves in. Okay, let's say you have an anger with a loved one. They didn't do something that you wanted to do, and then you're angry about it, and even annoyed. Well, and with using First Step, I can literally lead you through the way to solve that problem. Mm-hmm. Now, if that sounds interesting, I would go to my website and find out more about it. And then go, what about maybe a coworker? You have a problem. Okay, let me solve that problem for you. Just go to the, you'll go to where you feel on the wheel and work that way. So you're kind of explaining it to them so they kind of understand it, but giving them examples that they can all envision at one time in their life. You're annoyed by the checkout girl at the grocery store, and every time you go there, she doesn't like you to do your coupons. Well, then you go through that way, right? So I mean, so it's got to be so that you're connecting with the person that's watching or listening to you, and even if they close their eyes, they can envision what you're doing.
Right.
And then at the end, the all-important, what we call the call to action, the CTA. I mean, even though you've gone through a feature, benefit, you close. Do you want to find out more? Go to my website, which is blah, 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 blah. This is another feature. This is another benefit. Go to my website, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, you got to close them hard. That's when you go and say, hey, look, we all have problems. We all need solutions. Not everyone's perfect. But I have developed a way over 20 years and created a way that you can solve your problem for yourself with great, pretty, basic information that literally kind of takes you down a path, and then you choose your way. Right? Or something like that. If you like you want to find out more, then you've got to that's when you look right in the camera, and then you say, go to my website. And you talk about that for a while. And if you want to say it a couple times, go ahead.
Yeah.
And then that way they understand kind of what you're doing, right?
Okay.
So for the people that are watching, okay, so they see the big wheel. Take me through. Take me through like a problem and how would I solve it?
All right. Well, I do give an example in the workbook, and let's say this is a real. Every example in this book is a real example of someone I've worked with.
Okay.
So this particular person they were annoyed about losing weight.
Okay.
So they came to me and they said, Giuseppe, I'm annoyed about losing this weight.
Okay.
So I said, okay. So the first thought was, I'm annoyed. They actually said the emotion right in. I'm annoyed by losing this weight.
Sure.
So this is the thought. That's step number one. The second step is the feeling. They've already told me what it was, which is annoyance.
Okay.
And then I would explain to them, okay, so what is it that you're annoyed about? And they would list these actions that we're actually doing, which is the third step.
Okay.
I'm going to McDonald's 5 days a week. I'm ordering Biggie everything. So they were confirming through actions their thought and feeling through
Gotcha.
actions.
Okay. All right.
So in the end, I just feel unhealthy. That's the result. I've
Okay.
gone to McDonald's 5 days a week. I'm doing Biggie. I'm
So you're
drinking
depressed
liquor
now
pop.
and even guilt probably too.
Probably, who knows? But at this point, I have to go with what they told me as far as their emotion is.
Okay.
It could be more deeper than that because
Yeah.
it is set up that way.
But as you're going along this, I mean, you're going to different pages. So
Only for the one particular instance because it's handling a situation at a time.
Oh, I got
so
you.
you're not
Okay.
bouncing
All right.
you're not bouncing
Okay.
from emotion
right.
to emotion. You're actually assigning what you're feeling right now.
Okay, gotcha. And then when you go into the book,
Yes.
it correlates with whatever
Yes.
page you have.
Yep.
And then it kind of tells you a little bit more about what you're feeling.
Yes.
And then trying to does it give us how do we solve it?
So
though, through that?
basically, once they identify their actions, they look at this. Okay, I understand that I'm unhealthy. The feedback answer is the result question. It says, hey, you know what? Who's the one that's creating this?
Yeah.
Well, it would be yes because no one else is.
It's because the ads look so good, and I have to eat what they're showing me on TV.
Again, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But in the end, we're responsible.
Yeah, that's true.
So in this case, we look at that side of what they're currently doing, and then we say, well, we can't use all this old information to start creating new outcomes. So we say, okay, so how would you change that before they even start making any actions? How would you change? Well, I failed at diets before because I didn't know enough about eating right.
Okay.
And they feel really good about it. And they're like, well, what do you feel? I said, well, you know what? This time I feel hopeful. I really feel good about it. I said, well, what some actions could you create from this thought and feeling?
Yeah.
Well, I can go to McDonald's 3 days a week this next week. I can maybe just order a fish sandwich instead of the whole, number 4.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when you're doing the actions, you don't have a result or feedback yet because you have to measure these at the end of the week. So now you're predicting at the end of the week, you say, okay, how did I do? The result is, hey, I've only went to McDonald's 3 times this week.
Okay.
And so the feedback is going to answer that question: am I on the right track? Am I way off? Or I didn't even get where I wanted, right?
So is somebody when they order, they go to your website. What's your website again? What was the name?
It's realpotentialtoday.com.
So realpotentialtoday.com. Real potential today. One word.
Yep.
Realpotentialtoday.com. Realpotentialtoday.com. I'm sure I said it more, but realpotentialtoday.com. So you go there, and when they order, what do they get? They get the entire packet.
Yep. They get the packet. It comes with this workbook.
Okay.
Like this is the actual size of the wheel, so you're not getting the 3-foot wheel.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. That's the exclusive version. But I'm assuming that something like this would help people that really don't have people around them that can give them the answers they need. And that actually, I would assume that's got to be a lot of Americans. There's a lot of people that go through life, have conflict, have problems, and nobody's there to really tell them what to do. Maybe they don't have friends to, in today's world, everybody's friend is their smartphone, for heaven's sakes. So you're not getting a lot of conversation. So they need to be able to have a way to solve these little problems in life, and this kind of does it.
Yeah, and you know what? The cool thing is, I had a kid buy it. I was at Office Max actually, who helped me print these books, and he bought one. And I gave him one actually. I said, hey, give it a try. I want you to let me know. I said, so I met with him 3 weeks later, and I said, so what do you think? He says, I said, my feeling and my thought were disconnected from the way I was acting, so they didn't match.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to match. All three, the thought, feeling, and actions need to match. He said, well, they weren't matching. I said, what do you mean? He said, I was acting one way, but I was thinking and feeling another way.
Yeah.
And I says, so how is it helping you? He said, well, I'm learning to match my thought and feeling together.
Okay.
So just doing that reduces stress and anxiety, because now you're like, oh, now it really matches.
Yeah.
So that's what he was telling me and how he used it as far as how it's helped him. And I've had several testimonials, and they're all different based on what they're using it for.
I think it's interesting, and I think that there are a lot of people that go through life and don't know what to do. I mean, they really are. I mean, I meet and I talk to so many of them. It's like, oh my gosh, you just need somebody that can give them the kind of feedback.
Yeah.
And kind of put them on a path. I mean, you're not like telling them this is exactly what you have to do.
No.
But through self-learning, you're kind of teaching yourself that, okay, maybe what I'm doing is wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be feeling the way that I'm feeling at a certain thing, right? So I think all in all, I think this is a great program. And what I want you to do is make sure you go to realpotentialtoday.com. realpotentialtoday.com. That's realpotentialtoday.com. And check it out and see what Giuseppe's talking about. I think it's always good to learn on your own, and I think something like this as an invention, I'll give it a thumbs up today.
Woo!
And I want to see what everybody else thinks. So remember, go to our website, mycoolinventions.com. Well, yeah, but you're voting for yourself, dude. Seriously. I mean, in some countries you can vote for yourself several times and be okay with that. So here's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna take a break. Giuseppe's gonna thanks for being with us too, and traveling all the way down to Tampa from the other side of the other side of the U.S.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and remember to go to vote. Go to mycoolinventions.com. Hit the vote tab. You can vote there, or if you're watching our Facebook live feeds on mycoolgadgets.com or mycoolinventions, all you have to do right down below, there's a link where you can actually vote there as well. We'll be back with more here on My Cool Inventions right after this.